have a big threat here onto this Jace, so the Jace doesn't default win this one as he does a lot of mid matchups. So yeah, I do like this, and it's also a very simple to play.
Here in the LCK, Renekton as well. There's definitely a winning formula here for Noxian Red Force. We'll see whether they can find it, whether the chemistry set is going to explode. Per usual, but Sylvie is going to move in. Let's see. All right, 3v3 here towards the bottom side as Blaze comes out. There it is. Immediately the flash away from Viper. Can he actually get the autos through as Vital goes down, and it's somehow Viper that collects the kill. Clid now looking for a little bit more here. Sylvie and Peter will be able to escape. Still, Alive walk away the victors.
Great word from Zeka. Yep. Game sense is real. But if you can avoid this Ornn team fight with the early dirt for Jace, etc., you know, you love it.
Viper's just going to cull the dragon. Does do it, and that is going to mean that Sylvie isn't able to get there in time. So, that is going to be a trade of neutral objectives.
I'm bubbling for the follow-up. Is Fiesta in trouble now?
Yeah, okay. Zeka, can you just go in? The charm is going to wear off, but he's not actually able to find the Ahri. And Sylvie, let's see whether he can actually answer this one back. Fiesta, this is dangerous. There's the flash. They do back away. The Lucian Zeri is going to go. Speaking of which, this is Lucian's time to shine, and Vital is able to make it out of the way.
Barrier has to be used. He doesn't have to flash, but guess what? He can also play aggressive top lanes too. Like he can't play the Aatrox's life.
Yeah, Cease and Desist comes in. There is the tidal wave. Let's see whether they can survive this somehow. His life's already going to be taken out, but the teleport is coming in. Noxian, can you survive the onslaught of the Ornn? He gets the double knock-up, and now Viper's dashing through. Sylvie's going to be taken down, and now Kingin taking some fire from Vital.
This is really aggressive here.
Ooh, the charm comes down from Fiesta. Tidal wave does come out. Peter knocked up just a little bit as Dundun waiting in the wings, trying to get something happening, and there is another culling. Fiesta going to tank it for Peter. I love the aggression we were talking about. I was about to say this before.
For how far he could engage on, and then if they turn on him, he has stopwatch.
Cease and Desist comes in. Let's see whether Clid will survive. He won't. That is just a free pickup there, basically. Good knock-up onto Dundun, but the follow-up not really there. Life Esports just lose their jungler without too much of a response.
But you can't win this fight either. You know, you've got no options.
Well, Dundun is going to soak the entire culling as Viper is just going to dash into him. Doesn't want to get stunned up as the Ignite ticks down, and there's the last auto. Now, with no Renekton, is there even going to be a fight as the Drake has just spawned now, and Noxian have no way of fighting for it?
He's going to get pushed in here. King is over the wall.
Oh man, he's so aggressive. Evercross does come through. He's down to 50%, but it looks like it's in a turret, not long for the world. Noxian, not with too many ideas on how to stop all of this from happening.
At 20 minutes, because if Noxian walk into this brush with no vision, they absolutely will just lose the game.
Well, it's Cease and Desist. That gets Sylvie extraordinarily far in, and they do manage to take down the Lucian, but the Ahri is traded for, and Zeker is still alive. Kingin trying to frontline is now live, able to get himself out of the way. The Spider is skittering as well as, oh my god, these bubbles from life have been amazing. But objective secured. The Lucian goes down, and now Noxian might be able to just take themselves a dragon.
They're only just now starting it here, but with no tidal wave and no AD carry, they should be able to secure this. Looks like we're going to have a contest, though. Clid looking for it.
Yeah, Vital does have flash, but doesn't have ulti. As Hanwha not wanting to give this one. Oh my god, Peter! What just happened? Zeker is going to put him out of his misery as now this Drake is a free-for-all, 50-50 between the two, and there it is. Clid's going to lock it down. The Renekton falls once again, and Noxian kind of collapse.
Yeah. But this is hopeful at best. No vision here.
Well, Viper gets over the wall. It's a lot of damage onto Sylvie here, as even the Ebb and Flow does way too much. And, oh my, he lifts himself up and puts himself back down again. It's kind of cute. As Zeker is now looking for the Ahri. Viper dashing around all over the place. And yeah, it's a double kill for Zeker in the end. Desperation here for Noxian is understandable, but ultimately is not going to be enough to keep them in this game. Alive all but winning at this point in time.
Yeah, this is the pick onto the Renekton where he loses his stopwatch. He waits for the potential re-engage here. When he's in stun range, he drops it, and then goes for the follow-up kill there. It does not flash.
Now Hanwha looking to break open the base. There isn't a lot of options as, yeah, Fiesta, that is a lot of damage from this Shock Blast. That's 3 items complete for Zeka. Also has a timepiece there as well, looking great with that one. A turret does fall in the mid lane, but Nexus turrets are going down. Dundun, we need you back in base to try and defend Although I don't know whether it's quite going to be enough. He does come back as now cease and desist makes its way towards the backline once again. Sylvie going to get wiped out as meanwhile in the front line, Kingen in trouble, but he's so tanky. Never you mind, more shock blasts are raining down. Good little stun there, but Dundun still has to flash to get himself out of the way. And Humble Life are just way too strong at this stage. They'll take down Nexus turrets and then just rain hell onto Nongshim in their fountain. Game 1 done and dusted, clean from Humble Life Esports.
Yep. Great game from both carries here. And poor Vital, he's going to be the last to go down. HLE.
4 times?
Yeah.
4 times a day.
Yeah. Also, Clid doing insane amounts of damage in that last fight, 1v1ing Fiesta and destroying him.
Wow.
Don't let this team have Elise, Lucian, Nami.
Yeah. Makes me a little bit less happy than what a Lissandra would do.
By the way, the Syndra is not, like, a lot of the time Syndra is picked because you want to get some advantages into a ranged champion in mid, like Corki, Jace, right? But it's not a free win by any means. Like, you have to really work to make this happen.
Oh. Now we still don't know where anyone's going.
I think actually it's going to be the Jace top now.
Nongshim, there is a lot resting on their shoulders here. Can they steal away a game here in Game 2? Let's find out. You can feel Jonah Strong, thinking like something's going to happen. Here we go. Fighting to that level 2, everyone hitting it at about the same time as this fight on the top side's getting dangerous as Dundun and Kingen fighting it out. See who gets their cooldowns back next. Can the Q land? The answer's no as Shock Blast comes in. There's the flash forward. The W as he sidesteps the Q. And Kingen gets a first blood solo kill.
So clean. And this is your comfort pick. You B3'd this on blue side. You're just looking for this early. You want to make sure you can have it. You get solo killed. Sylvie?
Is this the bait, though, as Clid's going to make his way in? There's the knockback with the belly boop. And Sylvie's going to go down. Fiesta now. Nowhere to go. Does have flash available. There's the flash forward. They do manage to make sure they get that summon a spell out. And it's way too fast already, Wolf.
So how do you feel about Shinramya? All right. Let's say something positive about Nongshim, okay?
It is delicious.
Yeah, see, look, we could say something positive about Nongshim. It's not about this game.
Well, Q is going to connect there as Clid just going to pick that one up and gets out just fine. Oh, turret.
Oh, man, look at those ranged minions, man, doing their job for the team.
That's my POG vote right there. I don't have one. As this is the 1v1 from King.
By the way, level 2 advantage here. He gets level 2, goes in, has the W burning through this, dodges this Q.
Yeah, 유차 빠졌고.
He's calling it out. Yeah. Flashes for this, dodges this one, got him. Going to Life.
Yep, here we go. Life just going to point blank bind the Ezreal. They do go 1-for-1, but I have a feeling that Peter is kind of a sitting duck or sitting spider or something like that.
He will be once these minions hit the turret. And
yeah, okay. Come on, Peter. How can we do it? As Q connects, and they're going to be able to knock that one out just fine. Viper securing it in the end.
The follow-up? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels bad to show this again, but we're going to do it because that's what we do.
Yeah. We have to. As light binding going to be avoided there by Vital. Not quite enough range on the ability. Samwa haven't lost a plate, but a bit of damage done to this turret. Certainly good news for the bottom lane of Nongshim. This might be less good news for the bottom lane of Nongshim as Vital sidesteps the light binding. Clid. Oh no. Remember, there is no flash available. Level 4 here for Clid, but he's going to be able to slow him down. There's the Q.
The east side teams want to walk up against my jungle as, yeah, this was the light binding over the wall.
Oh.
And
so Peter was just dead. That's what happened.
Yeah. Gotta, you know.
After this is Syndra is on an 11 loss streak, by the way, in the LCK at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, man, that was close.
When you have this much control over the wave and your AD carry can't CS, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, there's a cast. That is Peter delivered to the trap. What is this, Harlem Globetrotters? Hanwha Globetrotters?
Oh boy, this one.
What do you feel about Shinrami and Wolf? Kind of really fumbling, and yeah, Nongshim aren't having the cleanest game, but this is really beautifully done by Zeka. Like, look at this.
Well, the cool thing about the trap placement is that when you cast someone this way, they're going to get stuck between the turret and the wall, so you kind of get it no matter what, as long as you angle it at the right way.
Which one is Dundun? He's coming in. He's already ghosted. Oh. There's another cask special delivery onto Sylvie. He is level 6 as he ults himself away, or at least attempts to, as there is the Comet to secure the kill. True Shot Barrage does a bit of work there towards that backside, and Clid does go down. But now Life is over the wall, and yeah, okay, so it's 4v5, I guess.
Viper's getting the whole turret.
3v4.
Viper's like, all I have is a Noon Quiver, guys. I need just need some time alone with this turret, and gonna deny some CS first.
But it almost gets the whole turret. As Clid is going to find the Q onto Sylvie. Fiesta does turn up. There's the knock up. Oh, it was so sick from Clid here. Is just styling on the Nongshim team. Their mid jungle not really working out. As over the wall goes King, and delivered by Dundun, as it turns out. And Clid's going to say, thank you very much. I'll line that one up for you. And that's a double for the Jace. In HOTS, right? Like, weren't they like so much better than everyone
they
else?
were a lot better than everyone else, but like they were not just walking around the map dunking on people like this.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What is this?
You see what I'm saying? I mean, this
is showmanship. Yeah. Like, these plays are so sick from Hanwha. Yeah, let's watch Clid's perspective of this one.
Oh man, he knows he went over the wall with Heartbreaker, so has no escape. Kicks him here, and then hits the Syndra, and he's like, oh, I killed Syndra now too. I killed him with the E. Now he's got the slow. And Cask, doesn't matter. Oh boy, just watching the whole thing.
Yeah. Safeguard's over, and gets another one. Surely we can do it. Dundun clearing out vision. I'm alive. Can you find it? As there's a Cask. It is going to deliver Fiesta to the team. As, the Comet is going to secure it. It's Life that takes it down, and there it is. All of the plates belong to Hanwha Life Esports. Yeah. This is the ultimate example of,
I'd say this is a lead.
Whoa, okay. Fiesta's dead. Clid's going to be able to help lock that one down as Shirley slams her skull into this inhibitor turret at 16 minutes into the game. 16 minutes into the game. We already had this week the fastest LCK game of the season. This might be even faster. I mean, we also had the challenger fastest game.
We're 20 seconds off of the fastest game in LCK history. If they can kill this Nexus before 1654, we are going to have it. I don't think they can, but we'll find out.
Yeah, there's Dundun. He's going to go down. There's the first Nexus turret as Hanwha don't look to be backing off, but they're running out of minions, which is slightly the problem, as that Shock Blast really does hurt. And Hanwha, the death ball here.
The record will stand. Soleil Prince versus Afrika in 2020 summer. The record will stand. They could not have the fastest game in LCK history, but they came damn close, Atlas.
They can also have the fastest game of this week as well, as 19 minutes and 10 seconds was the fastest game in Challenger this week, and about 21 minutes was the fastest game in the LCK that was also recorded this week. No more Nexus turrets remain. There are minions beating down on this mid lane inhibitor turret as well. And Hanwha are just looking to finish this one off, but Nongshim now grouping together. Can they find a miraculous team fight as Fiesta gets tagged by the Q? We get the zoom in as, oh my god, the damage onto Vital, but he is able to get himself out of the way, utilizing the heal. Final Spark just snipes him! Life does so much damage, man, as Peter's going to have to flash, get himself out of the way. The life binding not going to quite connect as Clid. Also able to get himself out of the way, but the front flip to come through from King, and Zeka throwing barrels around. The Heartbreaker comes in, though, and now Sylvie looking to try and wipe them out, and Viper says no. We're going to win this game in under 18 minutes. And so we set it up as this cool match, but then, like, certain other factors come into account. Yeah, the damage numbers aren't very high, guys, because it's 18 minutes.
Yeah.
But the gold difference was high.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jisun for the PUG interview translation, joined by Clid Viper on the side of Hanwha Life Esports. Congratulations, guys. You guys just set a new record. The shortest game of the season. We have so many questions for you, but let's get started about how you're feeling about this win over Nongshim Red Force. So we were on a winning streak, which means sometimes we might get caught off guard. So I had some bad feelings actually, like we might lose today, but I'm so glad that we were able to secure a very, very clean win. Every time I'm on a winning streak, I always think that 5-match winning streak is the turning point. You drop there or just keep the momentum going. So I'm so relieved that we were able to get this win today. Viper, game 2 was so fast. It was 8-minute mark when the game just ended. So I didn't want to be distracted by the game time, so I was like trying to ignore it, but someone was so obsessed with ending the game early. And you know, I'm not gonna name any names, but that's what happened. So Viper, I guess like he was like, let's just reset, you know, get back to base and buy items and win for sure. But the top side players, they were like, no, let's just like run it down, let's just rush it and we can still win. Indeed, and that game was the shortest game of the second shortest game of the LCK history, which means we're gonna have a longer interview. So game number 1 was also really quick. It was only like 25 minutes. So Hana Life Esports, you guys have been stepping up and speeding ever since round 2 started. So you guys kind of are now showing even shorter stat for the game time in the second round. How are you able to make this happen? I think we got better, you know, as we headed into the second round. We have improved a lot and we started to, you know, pay more attention to the balance of our comp. Does that have something to do with your draft? Yeah, so we used to play around the late game plans, but these days we got quite more confidence, so we can also win the early game too. So we decided to make a little bit of a shift with the style of our comp. So I want to get back to game number 1. Viper, you won the PUG on Lucian in game 1. I mean, everyone knows that your Lucian is so on point. Even in last year too, right? I think you feel even more confident when you get to play Lucian Nami. Is that true? I'm always confident on whatever champion I play, but yeah, I mean, I played Lucian Nami so many times, so obviously it's more comfortable playing this duo. So in game number 1, you were like dodging Zeri's Q and got the solo kill early on as a first blood, and then you even solo killed the top laner using the stopwatch to ignore and cancel the Gore Drinker of Renekton. How do you kind of make this happen every time? Well, when I saw the angle when I was hiding in the brush, you know, like, and then Vi was like hiding in the brush and she like ganked me, so I was so surprised. But about the 1v1 onto Renekton, I actually misplayed over there because I was actually walking into the range, which was a bad play. So I had to use my stopwatch. Clid, you just destroyed game number 2 on Lee Sin. You were just like getting kills everywhere on the map early on. Tell us about the Lee Sin lock-in early. So many jungle picks got nerfed in this patch, and you know, Lee Sin is pretty viable right now. So I think you can always just go for Lee Sin right now in the current meta. So we decided to just lock in Lee Sin in the very early phase of the pick and ban. So at about 14-minute mark into the game, you guys had 10k gold lead, and then you guys were just like stomping all 3 lanes. So when was the turning point in game number 2? I think the play around mid when we won the 2v2 as we hit level 3. After that win, I was like, this game is over. And Viper, even before the super minions were spawned, you guys was trying to get the enemy nexus, and someone was like, are we really gonna end this right now? Like, it's only 60 minutes, and whose call was it? So someone said like, yeah, we should just end it. So if we group up as 5 and keep pushing together, I was pretty confident that we'll be able to close out the game. So I heard this interesting news on the side of Hana Life Esports. Viper, the moment you saw Zeka just carrying Clid around in the team house, you decided to not to mess with Zeka anymore. Tell me what happened. I mean, you know, he's super buffed, as you all know, and I saw him carrying Clid around. Like, he was like carrying him to the gym or like to the cafeteria, so I was like, I better not mess up with this guy. And we're like really close friends. So yeah, obviously Zeka, like he's on top of our hierarchy, and I'm like on the bottom, so I always obey to Zeka. What happened? Why was he carrying you? I've never experienced that in my entire life, so it was something new. But I now I get it why people like say Zeka is the Galio in real life. And Hana Life, your upcoming matches look pretty tough. D plus Kia, T1, KT Roaster, all of them will be your playoff, you know, opponents. Who are you worried about the most? I think all 5 teams look strong, but obviously T1 for sure. I think this is the time where the real battle begins. So we gotta work really hard. I'm on the same page with Viper. I think all 5 teams look really strong, but I think this is where everything kind of will be decided. So we have to keep concentrating on the upcoming matches. And this Saturday, we're gonna have a Saturday showdown between you guys and D plus Kia. So we'll be playing up against, you know, all the playoff contenders. So we will not lose any upcoming matches, and we will start off with a win. We lost to D plus Kia in the first round. However, we are on a really good momentum right now, so we will make sure to secure the win that day. This will be the end of the POD interview on the side of Hana Life Esports, and back to the space. Thank you.